Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital, and welcome to a new video right here on Jasmy. Thought it was time for a Jasmy update because it actually looks quite good. So that's what we're going to be doing a full video on. Mostly technical. I mean, there's no fundamentals I saw for Jasmy that I thought were interesting enough to cover in this video. Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, I did see some. I mean, very often, or at least sometimes in the past, when we had some Japan related news that did have an effect on Jasmy at times, and what we saw is that some major Japanese firm invested quite a lot in Circle in the IPO last week. So that's relatively positive. I mean, you could see that as some sort of positive developments for crypto in Japan, and then obviously Jasmy is going to be one of the cryptos that profits from that. But I think that's fundamentally that's not enough, I think, to make the price move. But there's enough technically we can talk about. So let's get right into it. First of all, on the higher time frames, I do want to make clear that Jasmy is still bearish, right? I mean, after this breakdown right here at 1.65 cents, so 0.0165, we've turned bearish, and you can see the trend, or the daily trend, at least is at 0.0162. So that is what we would need to break above. Not only reach, but break above if we actually want to turn bullish, and that's another 7% move. Like, is that a possibility? Yes, certainly, but it's not easy, especially not in these market circumstances, which, you know, ultimately are quite good, I'd say, for Bitcoin and the general altcoin. But on the short term, I do think it looks a little bit more likely that Bitcoin is going to pull back and fill some imbalances, and in that short term. In those short-term circumstances, it's going to be hard to rally into that level and especially also break above that. It's much more likely for Jasmy to just rally into that and then sell off again, because on the lower time frames, Jasmy actually looks quite good. I mean, you can see, first of all, over the course of this morning, it's been one of the best performing altcoins, together with alt layer. And then outside of that, we can also see some decent volume coming in for Jasmy here. The highest volume since the bottoms we made right here, the 5th of June. Which, by the way, getting that type of volume in creating a local bottom is also a bit of a bottom indication, or at least a local bottom confirmation, which also increases the chances of turning this into some sort of a 4-hour uptrend, right? Because, like I said, just to reiterate that, I do not expect a major uptrend here on the higher time frames. I think that would take too much. I would almost say that we need some good fundamentals for that as well, and that's not what I expect. But ultimately, that's good news. The last time we saw volume in getting a move up like this was right here, the 18th of May, and there it led to a nice uptrend as well, as you can see. So that is the volume in combination with the 4-hour time frame technicals, because on the 4-hour time frame technicals, you can see we had a bullish shift as well. Those are the two main reasons why I think Jasmy is interesting here. 4-hour time frame, we broke above the 4-hour trend, which we have respected as the downtrend since the 23rd of May. But we also broke above the 7-day rolling VWAP and the 90-day rolling VWAP earlier this Asian session. So that's enough for me. I would say that's enough to at least facilitate a short-term uptrend. Of course, if we get some major bearish fundamentals or massive bearish news, then we could still give that up. But for now, I'd say it's most likely that, yeah, we will retest that support, but that from there we will be able to get into this level right here around, let's make it easy for ourselves, 1.6 cents. But yeah, those are my thoughts for now. Ultimately, look, I'll keep you updated on this if we actually get up there and if we actually, you know, have a chance to break out. But that's it for now. Personally, I am looking at potentially getting into a trade on this. But if you're interested in that, consider joining the Signal group. It's probably going to be after the New York Open today, so that we actually know where Bitcoin stands. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you all in my next videos, and bye.